Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, a little late to the jump here, but we are here at Five Flags Speedway down in Pensacola, Florida. Got a little bit of that heat coming in, but it's starting to cool down a little bit. It's going to be a little chilly, getting a little bit into that winter. So we're here for the All-Star Racing League. Ready to watch these guys rip around this track. Five Flags being one of my favorite tracks, honestly. We're going to run through the field super fast. You got Everett Larson, who qualified on the pole with Carson Klinghoffer right there behind him. You got Dalton Creech in that third spot, along with Hunter Morgan in the fourth spot. Gage Knox in the fifth spot. Connor Fox in that sixth spot. Jared Fowler in the seventh spot. Larry Hensley Jr. in the eighth spot. Ethan Johnson in the ninth spot. And rounding out your field is Bradley Hubbard. Go ahead and pull this up. See, 125 laps of racing here tonight. I believe maybe Everett Larson maybe taking an EOL, going to the back of the field. Doesn't want to be up front too early on. Maybe try to burn his stuff up. Just kind of wants to ride around. We'll just have to see.
So just a heads up, never put today's video.
There we go. Sorry about that. We'll get that figured out. So those cars rolling around. They're getting ready to roll. Those guys heating those tires up. Getting the heat in the tires. They're getting a little single file. You see Carson, he's now going to be your pole sitter. They actually, most of the time in iRacing, they'll just move the lane up, but the way these guys are doing it is allowing these guys to swap around, or maybe they just swap the leaders up, I'm not too sure. Man, some beautiful cars right here. And look at all these cars. Gage Knox, another new name. Hunter Morgan, also another new one. But here we are getting ready to go green. Carson is in his hands. Green flag in the air, and he's off. Dalton Creech got a little bit of a better jump, though. Down into turn one they go. Getting ready to roll down the backstretch. Dalton able to keep that momentum rolling into the lead, but Carson not going to give up that bottom side. Oh, tight racing leads to a hard wreck. And Ethan Johnson also involved in that. Man, everybody else was able to make it out of there pretty unscathed. Not too sure. Man, oh man. I mean, good Lord. Go back and take a look at that. You see going down the backstretch they go. Down into 3 and 4. Carson as low as he can. Oh, hits the apron, just washes up just a little bit. But you see, he's got that thing cranked all the way left in hard contact with the outside wall. Everybody able to squeeze by, but oh, man, a hard contact. Ethan Johnson slamming right into the side of him. Larry Hensley, Bradley Hubbard, both those cars trying to stop. Man, that car looks like it is done. See Carson having to come down pit road. He's more than likely going to get the EOL on that one. But I think Dalton Creech's night is done. Ethan Johnson's actually able to come down and get that fast repair. I believe these guys get one fast repair. The Ian Bowler said, let's go to number 76. Yeah, hopefully we can see some of these guys get it done here tonight. But after that, guess who's moved up to the lead? Jared Fowler. He's now in the lead. Man, tough break for a lot of those guys. Not what you want to see this early on. Here they are getting ready to go back to the green flag. Jared Fowler on the inside, going to go ahead and give himself a good jump on the rest of the field right there. Down the turn one they go. Jared Fowler holding it strong on the bottom. He's going to hold the lead. Here comes Everett Larson on the inside. Larry Hensley Jr. on the outside. Everett washes up just a little bit. Those guys on the bottom. Oh, Jared Fowler gets a little loose on the inside to make those guys go 3 wide. Oh, Larry Hensley, Gage Knox. You see them knocking doors with each other. Hunter Morgan also on that outside. Whoa! Almost wrecked him right there. Larry Hensley just trying to make something happen on the inside. Oh, cuts right across the nose of Hunter Morgan, and that ends badly for both of those cars. Both of them in the wall. Dalton Creech, who's now back out on the track with multiple laps down. Dalton Creech being 3 laps down. Man. Definitely a lot of different things happening here tonight. See what happened down into, or coming down through 1 and 2. Here they come off of turn 2. You see he's trying to make something happen and cuts right across his nose, thinking he has the room and just doesn't. And it just looked like he locked it up basically and just kind of wrecked himself. Bradley Hubbard, he barely made it out of that. You seen him way on the outside. Tough break for him. That's definitely going to cause some tension early on here in this race. But Everett Larson, now your leader. Jared Fowler right behind him. I got to step away from the mic for just a second as these cars got that 2 to go signal. But I will be stepping away for just a second. Just enjoy the sights and sounds of these cars. Once I get it right. Alrighty, I'm back, and as you've seen right there, there's a little bit of complication. Jared Fowler, stuck on the inside of the track. Is everybody going to be able to get by him? Everybody is able to. He is trying to limp that car back around. You see him get to the wall, and it broke the right front. So him just not having the night he wants. Everett Larson doing a good job out here in the lead, but look at Carson, who has worked his way back through the field. He just seems to have this car on a rail once again, like he did during the late model stock race. You remember he led almost every lap during that late model stock race, but they might want to look out because here comes Ethan Johnson. He may have been involved in that first lap wreck, but it ain't stopping him. Look at him driving through the field. Also, Gage Knox in that 4th position. He qualified 4th, so he qualified 5th, I'm sorry. Our biggest mover of the night, Ethan Johnson. Our biggest movers, Ethan Johnson, Bradley Hubbard. Both those guys up 4 positions from the start of this race. You see Jared Fowler on pit road getting that car fixed, but Dalton Creech, he may be 2 laps down, but he's definitely letting that car sing. He's slowly working his way back up through the field, trying to get past Hunter Morgan now. Larry Hensley Jr., he's trying to keep up with the field. Bradley Hubbard, he's racing with these guys, trying to stay up there. Ethan picking up another spot. Connor Fox in that 3rd spot, not letting his front 2 get away from him. Everett's got a little bit of a gap, but I believe Carson is closing that gap. You can see it over there on the left. It does seem like he is. Maybe having a little bit better drive off. Oh, you see Jared Fowler may have cost that line just a little bit, but Jared's going to help the teammate out, slow down just a little bit and give him the line. Carson has got a pretty good looking car out here tonight. This thing looks like it's getting through the corners where he wants it to. He's able to run the line that he wants. Everett also looking pretty smooth. You can hear the pedaling from here. This time out, we're going to give you fans something pretty cool that you might enjoy. Right here, we're going to give you a little bit of a speech. I'll give you a sense of speed. If that doesn't tell you how fast I was going, oh, contact with the wall. One of the cars. Yellow flag is going to come out. Not too sure who that was. 1 second. You see it was Gage Knox who brought out the caution way. He just got a little tight, got into the wall and just didn't loop it around all the way, but it was just enough to bring out the caution. But he's definitely going to get the UL. He's going to bring it down pit road and try to get some new tires. On pit road. This is a question you gotta ask. Who's gonna be better right here? Carson has driven back through the field, back up to that 2nd spot. So we will just have to see. But anybody that is watching, go ahead and drop your race winner prediction. Who do you have winning this race tonight? Jared Fowler may be 6 laps down, but he may be able to get one of those laps back. We will just have to see. All those lap cars have to go to the back. Gets a good jump. Connor Fox also gets a good jump, but look at Carson on the outside. See Everett running a little high, but it does not seem to matter. Oh, Everett coming up the track just a little bit. As you see, Carson battling hard on the inside. See Jared Fowler gets sent around right there. Tough break for Jared. He is just not having the night anybody wants to have right here. Showing out Carson Klinga, or no, Everett Larson, I'm sorry, Everett Larson still is your leader. A lot of guys finally getting Dalton Creech, one of those cars, now back on the lead lap. Larry Hensel, he's not had a good night either. Jared, he is not happy behind that wheel. Seems like he just cannot catch a break tonight. Gage getting ready to get that lap back. And here they come to the restart zone once again. See, Everett goes real early in that box. Caught everybody off guard, but that's going to allow Carson to get to the bottom of the track, and Carson's been real strong on the bottom of the track, able to carry the momentum up out of the corner. You know, he probably did learn a lot from that late model stock race where he led so much of that race Monday night. See, he is trying to chase down the leader, but here comes Connor Fox, who's also trying to do the same thing, trying to chase down the leader. Johnson, he's now in that fourth spot. He's worked his way around Hunter Morgan. Hunter trying to get that spot away. Trying to squeeze to the inside. Oh. Looks like he may have squeezed Ethan right there off the corner. He made everybody check up, come straight up back across the track. Wouldn't believe. Fox pointed out for just a second, could not find him. But I'm pretty sure everybody behind him is not going to be too happy with him after coming back up across the track like that. Dalton Creech, he's trying to work his way back up through the field. Larry Hensley dropped back just a little bit. See Gage, Knox, Jared Fowler, both those cars a lap down. But it is not stopping them. They're still rolling strong. Did a little bit of left front damage where he just hit that 64 and locked it up, trying not to run to the back of that 50, that number 5, I'm sorry. Oh, into the wall he goes. Gage hits the wall hard. It's going to give left front damage to the number 96. Oh, Jared hits the wall pretty hard again. Not sure if that gave him any wheel damage, but those cars look very, very tight. But Everett's still your leader, but look at this. Carson has closed the gap. Definitely putting the pressure on. They've created a gap all the way back to Connor. And both of them kind of running separate lines. Carson running a little bit lower than Everett, maybe getting a little bit better rotation through the corner. See Carson almost running on the apron, maybe trying to use that apron as a means to turn the car. He's entered a little high and diamond. He kind of putting a diamond on that corner. We actually have a cool little shot that we can ride. Got an onboard shot that shows just the wheel and everything. Be real easy through the corner, turning it left. Hear him ease onto the throttle. Ease out of it on the brakes a little bit, trying to rotate that car. He's trying to close up. If we go to Everett, see, kind of driving it in straight. Turning hard left. Trying to make something happen. Somebody like Dalton Creech, though, who runs a tighter steering ratio than most people do. I will say I've talked with him about his setups. He does run a very, very tight steering ratio. You see the little tiny movements in that car. As you can hear, compared to how they run the late model stock, they do not slam the throttle at all in these cars. Jared Fowler falling back just a little bit. Gage Knox also falling back. But those cars having damage. Dalton Creech maybe just saving that car for the end of this race. We got 75 laps left worth of racing. Hunter Morgan through the field. Ethan Johnson trying to work his way around Connor Fox. He's definitely got a fast car here tonight. Got something worth showing. You see him running it way, way low. Connor Fox sees it, gives him the bottom lane. So good battle right here for that fourth spot. Look at Ethan. He's driving it way low on the even on the straightaway. So he must know he has the car. Ethan driving in deep, put the pressure on him, make Connor drive way up high. Making sure to give plenty of room to his competitor. You see Carson, he is still putting the pressure on Everett. These two do have history. They run a 1 and 2 a lot. Everett has moved him a couple of times out of the way. So there's a little bit of history there between these two. They race together a lot, especially with Dalton Creech. Dalton, who's just slowly working his way back up through the field. As Connor Fox loses another position. Connor Fox kind of on the decline right now. That car will not turn anymore. He is trying to turn it as hard left as he can. It just doesn't seem to want to turn. That's going to move Ethan Johnson up to the third position. As you can see right here, pressure still being put on by Carson Klinghoffer, closing it up inch by inch every lap. They're basically just pushing him around the track. I will say, Carson, maybe if he gets a little too impatient. Oh, and there's the yellow flag. And it is Hunter Morgan backed into the wall. On him, giving the respect, waiting on these cars to come by. We'll just have to see what happened. Down the back stretch they go. Into 3 and 4. Seems like a heavy checkup. Oh yeah, just a heavy checkup, and Dalton Creech sends him. Oh, maybe he didn't hit the wall too hard, but you can definitely see the rear end damage right there. Try to get a better angle on that one. Down the backstretch they go. The Hunter just battling a loose car. See if that car bounced around. Oh, maybe Dalton just not expecting it. Just kind of runs into him, but everybody coming down to get those. I don't think these front two pitted or front five pitted, but Connor Fox, Bradley Hubbard, Hunter Morgan, all those guys just pitted. Maybe just trying to get some damage fixed on those cars. See Bradley Hubbard getting that damage fixed. Jared Fowler hoping to get that lap back. Those guys trying to catch up to the field. Surprised these guys haven't pitted yet. I thought the leaders might pit, try to get some front-side tires. Here they go, getting ready to go. Not sure what was going on the restart right there. Ooh, Everett rides a little high. Carson does his best not to run him over. Everett definitely running a defensive line. Seems like Carson just has the better car in the corners. He runs right up on Everett through the corner every time, trying not to run him over. Oh, Everett tags the wall there just a little bit. That's going to allow Carson to close up the gap once again. Does he have the momentum this time to work to the inside? He does. He forces Everett high. Carson to the bottom of the track. Everett able to keep the momentum rolling on the high side, though. But how long can he keep the momentum rolling? Because that number 21 definitely putting the pressure on, definitely trying to make it happen. Ethan Johnson in that third position trying to make it happen. Dalton Creech, who was involved in that first lap wreck, he's trying to make something happen right here. He's in that fourth spot. Connor Fox in the fifth spot and just coming up here. Oh, Hunter Morgan hard into the wall. Stacks everybody up. Gage way off the pace. But look at this battle for the lead. It is still heating up. And look at Carson back to the inside. He looks. Not too sure who has the stronger car right here. They're both running about dead even. I mean, Carson is definitely putting the pressure on. I think it's just going to be a thing of who has the most here at the end of the race. Coming up on 50 laps to go. We've only been racing for 27 minutes. I mean, that just tells you how fast these cars are moving around this speedway. They got a little bit of a static shot. Love these shots. Shout out to Whiplash Sim Cams. That's who I bought these from. Also, shout out to, I haven't done it yet, but shout out to Burns Performance for building the setup for these cars. These drivers have been loving these setups all season long. I think we're only 2 races in, but they have been loving them so far. So, definitely a huge shout out to you there, Burns. Also, shout out to Dalton Creech for making this series happen. But look at this battle for the lead. It is actually closing up. The rest of these guys closing up on the leaders. Definitely loving these shots right here, especially this shot. Look at that. Some beautiful cameras right there. Something happen. I mean, Carson, he has been trying to make something happen. Just hasn't been able to just yet. See him in that 21. Oh, Everett tags the wall there a little bit. That's going to slow up his momentum. That allowed Carson to really close up. Ethan Johnson. See him trying to defend that position. Dalton Creech closing up the gap on him. Dalton saying it's go time. He's wanting to get past these guys. Oh, a little bit of contact. Oh, Connor Fox hard in the wall. 3 of them hard in the wall. Another 3 cars waiting on the caution. There it is. See, oh, these guys trying to get past it. Not too sure if Jared Fowler was involved in that, but go back and take a look, see what happened. Sorry about that. We'll go back and take a look. Oh, I'm not too sure. We'll have to back it up just a little bit. There we go. They get down into the corner, and Dalton just washes up ever so slightly and barely tags Ethan Johnson. Obviously not intentional. And just Ethan overcorrects just a little bit, tags Connor Fox, and I'm not too sure what happened to Dalton. I mean, that car all of a sudden just would not turn anymore. I mean, even the wheel, even now, still looks like it's going straight, and you could tell it just broke that front end on that car. That car is obviously done. And I'm not sure where Jared Fowler comes in right here. We'll play it. Because he was just trying to slow down to not hit these cars. Okay, you see Dalton Creech, he's on pit road. The front of that car is destroyed. If I get a better shot of it, you can see that front end bent in. Tough break for Dalton Creech, but Everett Larson and Carson Klinghoffer, I think both of them did come down pit road. I am showing that they did. So maybe come down here to get a fresh set of tires. That allowed Bradley Hubbard, Larry Hensley to both come down pit road and get some tires. Or I mean, get up to the lead. I'm sorry, lead some laps. Gage Knox, I think, has left. That car took a hard beating, honestly, and I think he just finally said he was ready to retire that car. Jared Fowler, he's back out on track. Connor Fox, see if he can get that thing fired up. Hunter Morgan, he's got that car fixed up pretty much. But I don't know about Dalton Creech. I don't know if he'll be able to get that car back out on the track. Ethan Johnson maybe didn't suffer too much damage, but here we are, ready to go green. Bradley Hubbard with a good start. Oh, Carson stuck behind Larry Hensley, but didn't stop him for too long. He's able to dive it down low. He's going to go ahead and work his way around Bradley Hubbard, but he's going to have a little bit of a challenge. Bradley not giving that position up very easily. Bradley working on keeping that 3rd position. Oh, Larry Hensley goes around, and there is the yellow. I think that one was pretty self-explanatory, but we could take another look at it. Like he just got loose on the bottom. And here they come out of 4, down the front stretch they go, and see if there's any help. Oh, there looks like there was. Look, he had more of a checkup than Jared Fowler. Jared just not expecting it. Want to keep more momentum. So we will just have to see. So that's going to move Everett Larson, Carson Klinghoffer, both of those guys back up to the front. I'll be right back 1 second.
Hey. Yeah, I heard it. Oh, nothing. Jump in here, and if you want to talk to me, or do you want me to help you, or... Yeah. Yeah, so he pinched me down on entry, Ethan did, and I'm coming through the stream, by the way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He kind of. All right.
So we got Dalton Creech who's just climbed out of that beat up car after being involved in that hard wreck with Ethan Johnson and Connor Fox. Dalton, man, how are you feeling after that wreck?
I hate it. I wish I could have finished. Yeah, I mean, me and Ethan were racing really hard. I got down low on entry, and I mean, it by no fault. I mean, it wasn't anybody's fault. He went in a little lower than I thought he was, and I got really tight in the middle and went up and bounced off of him. I knew he got loose, so I turned it down low and not even thinking about the inside wall. I hit the inside wall, bounced back, hit him. I played a giant game of ping pong between me, cars, and a wall. So
yeah, definitely hurt that car pretty good.
Yeah, it was a tough race, man.
Yeah, it's definitely been a tough race, especially for a lot of these guys. We've seen quite a few accidents, more than we usually see, I will have to say. But that is a product of these super late models. It's such all the power and such a lightweight car. So I mean, it's definitely definitely something you kind of expect in a way.
Yeah, I mean, these cars have a ton of horsepower. They have a ton of torque. So like, getting grip to the track is tough. And we know that, there's guys in here who race every night, and then we have guys who race, twice a week, once a week. So we've got such a wide group of skill in this league that stuff like this is bound to happen. It's bound to kind of bunch up and have those accidents every so often. So.
Oh yeah. Well, man, it's good that you're okay. I'm glad that you're wrecked. I mean, not glad, but I hate that you're wrecked out of it. Glad that you're okay.
Oh, you liar! If I'm not in here, a KW9 driver can win. So
I heard that, man. Well, I mean, I did want to see you get up there and compete for the win like these guys are now. As you can see on track, those guys are duking it out, Carson and Everett, leaving everything out on the track, not giving or taking anything. So I hate that you're not out there with them. I love watching you race with those guys, man. But hopefully we can catch you next week in the late model stocker and the super up here in the booth again.
Oh yeah, man. Hopefully, I'm definitely more of a late model stock guy. I don't hate the supers, but I don't love them either. So I'm really gonna put a lot of focus on the late model stocks this season, and didn't have the finish I wanted to on Monday, but hopefully we'll get a turnaround next week. We got Oswego, so big wide track, fast, flat, should be fun.
Oh yeah, can't wait to see it, man. Well, you have yourself a good night, man, and we'll see you at Oswego.
Yeah, heck yeah. Hey, real quick before I go, I was in the chat with Carson, and Carson's patience is running very thin with Everett at the moment. Everett's throwing a lot of blocks, and Carson's not liking it.
Oh
so
yeah.
This has the potential to get very spicy here in a little bit.
Oh yeah, we're watching up here in the booth. We've seen Carson give Everett a couple of shots. They're definitely letting him know that he's getting ready to go by him, and he'll use that bumper if he has to. So we'll just have to see.
Yeah, for sure. Well, hey, good luck, buddy. If you need anything, holler at me. I'm gonna jump in the chat with your boys.
Alrighty, man. You have yourself a good night.
All right, buddy.
All right, see ya. That was Dalton Creech. He did get wrecked out pretty early on. You've seen him in that hard wreck, but like he said, this is starting to heat up just a little bit. Carson, we were actually able to get a couple of cameras on his car before the race. We talked to him about it, and he approved it. So how about this camera from the top of the car? We were able to get this one installed in. I don't know how we did, but we convinced him to let us. Doesn't seem to be affecting the aero of that car, but you see him, he's driving it in deep. You can hear him, he's letting off early, letting the car roll into the corner, not wanting to burn up those tires. 19 laps to go. These two creating such a big gap to the third and fourth place car. A 6-second gap to Bradley Hubbard and Larry Hensley Jr., also Ethan Johnson. There's a 12-second gap to Ethan Johnson. Carson still has plenty of time to catch up to our leader. Now 17 laps to go. Does he have the car to catch him though? Is he maybe just trying to save the tire just a little bit? Maybe just run the car a little easier? As you can definitely hear, there's a lapped car that they are coming up on. You have to wonder who it is. Is it Ethan Johnson that they're coming up on? I believe it is going to be Ethan Johnson that they are coming up on. You see Ethan battling a very, very tight car. But this lapped car has the potential to mess up this race here at the end. We'll just have to see. As you can see, as we've seen it, Ethan, he was just trying to drive that car, trying to keep it out of the wall. Carson, he is driving that car now. I think he's going to start putting the pressure on the car, driving the car. Like I said, we'll have to see how this lapped car plays out. As he kind of slows up the leader just a little bit. I will say he has the right to. He is trying not to go a lap down. He's trying to keep himself on the lead lap. As he knows he has gone a lap down, so now he's going to let the leaders go by. Carson driving that car. 11 laps to go. Everett doing everything he can to keep that car out front. Coming up on less than 10 to go. The battle for third right there. Bradley Hubbard, Larry Hensley Jr. Larry Hensley trying to close up the gap to Bradley Hubbard, wanting that third position. Everett slowly opening up the gap. They're kind of keeping it pretty even right now. Carson, he is trying to catch up to the leader of Everett Larson. You heard he probably is not going to be too happy with Everett after this race. We heard Dalton talking about the blocks that Everett was throwing. Five laps to go. Carson's got anything, he's got to give it up. He's got to give it all on the table now. I'm not sure if he has the time now. Larry Hensley, he's finally worked his way around Bradley Hubbard. Ethan Johnson still trying to keep it out on the track. Well, Everett Larson has this thing locked up, but you never know. This late in the race, something could happen. 2 laps to go. Here he comes around to get the white flag. White flag in the air for Everett Larson. Carson Engelhofer trying to close up the gap. He doesn't have the time, though. Everett Larson through 3 and 4. Here he comes off of turn 4. Everett Larson's going to win the DC Design Super Late Model Series race at Five Flags, race number 2. Carson going to finish second. Larry Hensley in the 3rd spot. Well, while we get these drivers set up, we're going to play a little bit of a commercial, and we will be right back.
Racing isn't just about speed, it's about style. At DC Designs, we turn your vision into reality, creating high performance, custom paint jobs that make you stand out on the track. From bold, aggressive designs to sleek, minimalist styles, our designs bring passion, precision, and creativity to every project. Whether you're racing for fun or glory, your car deserves to look as fierce as it drives. Ready to dominate the track with a look that turns heads? DC Designs is your one-stop shop for custom iris paint schemes. Visit DC Designs on Facebook today and let us know what you want. DC Designs, design for champions.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that is it. We're going to go ahead and start with our 3rd place finisher of Larry Hensley Jr. Hey, Larry, it's Waylon up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you, man.
Alrighty, man. Well, you come home 3rd tonight, man. I mean, not where you wanted to be, obviously wanting a win. You had a pretty fast car. You were able to come through the field quite a few times, but I will say you had to fight for that 3rd spot. You and Bradley Hubbard battling back there, and you finally worked your way around them, man. Just kind of walk me through your race and how it was for you.
Well, I made some mistakes to begin with and forgot to uncheck my tires when I took my fast repair, so that left me with, 90 to 100 laps to run on that only set of tires, so I tried to save them best I could. Got lucky with the cautions, and that battle at the end, it was a lot of fun for me. I feel like I was significantly faster, and I worked on him, and finally got a run coming down the front stretch, and I think we see differently on whether I dive bombed or not, but the entry was there, and he kept taking it away from me. I finally got to run, and I took it. It's short track racing, man.
Yeah, I mean, short track racing is one of those things. There's a lot of give and take, but if the spot's open, I'm a short track guy. If I see the spot's open, I'm probably gonna take it. So I'm kind of with you on that. But man, I mean, you had such a good run. I mean, yeah, you're involved in some stuff early on, but you were able to overcome it and come home third, man. I mean, that's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, man, this league's been a blessing to join, dude. It's been some good long green flag racing. Started the race short track. Obviously, we had some issues, but had a nice long run there at the end, which I absolutely needed. Not having any tires. It's been fun, man.
Oh, yeah, it's definitely been fun watching you guys out on the track, man. But congratulations on your third place finish. But before we let you go for the night, are there any friends or family members, sponsors out there you want to thank?
No, nobody pays attention to this, but I do appreciate y'all for putting it on. Like I said, it's a lot of fun, and anybody watching, contemplating, I'd certainly say try it out.
Alrighty, man. Well, you have yourself an amazing night, man, and hopefully you can be back up at the booth next week.
Thank you, sir. I hope so.
Alrighty, man. Alrighty, we're going to go ahead and move on to our second place finisher, which is going to be Carson Klingelhofer. A lot of you guys probably very familiar with the name. He's up in the booth quite a lot. You know why? Because he's fast. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in here and talk with him. Hey, Carson Swain, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, man. Second place, not where you wanted to be. I mean, you started off the week here at Five Flags, winning the late model stock race. You worked so hard. And then here in the super late model race, you had such a bad, fast car. Didn't qualify on the pole, but still had a pretty fast car. And you definitely showed the speed coming back up through the field after being EOL'd there early on. I mean, how are you feeling now after going through all that?
I'm glad I made it to the position I was in. Just a little upset I didn't finish higher, but everyone's upset when they don't win, I guess.
Yeah, it's definitely a sucky feeling when you don't win. I mean, everybody wants to win every race they compete in. Obviously, not the night you wanted to have, but you still got a lot to look up for. You had the early EOL, but were able to drive back through the field and gave the leader a run for his money. I mean, you definitely were right there on him and gave him everything you could give him. And even then some. I mean, we seen you give him a couple of shots there right there towards the end. Clean shots, though. Didn't spit him out. Just letting him know you were there and you were wanting to get by. I mean, talk about the kind of like the battling going on the track. How was it for you? I mean, was it fun, or did you feel like there was a lot of risk to it?
Too much risk. I'm gonna be quite frank. With this series, if you get into two incidences where someone spins out and it's your fault, you get a drive-through penalty, and I'm not going to go a lap down and not be able to compete with other people. So it's not, the risk to reward ain't very high, so I just wasn't even going to try it. When I would try and pass, there was not enough room every time. I would enter low, and the winner would enter high and come low, so I just didn't want to door him and cause a spin, because Lord knows what anyone would call it at that point. It could be my fault, it could be his fault. It's something you can't do. And then I ended up burning my right front tire off trying to keep it off of the winner, and it's just not much I could have done. This setup was really tight for me and didn't agree with me throughout the race, so I was just trying to run with what I had.
Yeah, definitely was a tight setup. We'd seen it all throughout the race. All those guys getting down in the corner and the car washing up. I mean, that's how a lot of those wrecks happen to start, is the car washing up just a little bit, man. But congratulations on the second place finish. A huge congratulations from me. I had picked you once again to win the race because you showed speed all throughout practice, even in qualifying second. And I mean, you just straight up drove through the field and passed everybody, got up there, avoided all the wrecks, survived the whole race. So So big congratulations from me, man. But before we let you go for the night, man, are there any friends, family members, sponsors out there you want to thank?
I'd like to thank Team KW9 for giving me these opportunities I have to go out and race these leagues. I'd also like to thank Nelson Roofing, Nelson Designs, and also Megawatt Electric. Without all the sponsors, none of this could be able to happen. And I just like to take gratitude with everything we got and just try and put a good name to all the sponsors and the team and just try and represent everyone as much as I can. And I'd also like to thank you for putting this broadcast together, and Dalton Creech for making this league so we can all run together and try and have a little bit of fun.
Oh yeah, man. That's the end goal at the end of the day, is try to have fun. But like I said, congratulations on the second place finish, man, and hopefully we can be back up in the booth together once again.
Thank you. Thanks for having me, and maybe I'll see you again.
Oh yeah, hopefully on Monday. I mean, you're I know that you're a very well-known name up here in the booth. I say it quite a lot, just about every race we compete in. So you're definitely well-known up here in the booth.
Yeah, we try and be. If you ain't a podium, where you at, you know?
Hey, that's right, man. Well, you have yourself a good night, man, and like I said, hopefully you'll finish one spot higher next week.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Alrighty, that was second place finisher Carson Klinghoffer. The only guy we like now is your race winner, Everett Larson. Everett Swalen, you got a copy?
Think so.
Alrighty, man. Well, how are you feeling after winning this race? I mean, you had a little bit to overcome there, a little bit, a lot of chaos going out on the track, man. I mean, how are you feeling right now?
I am honestly very glad that I was able to win. I had a really long day today, and I'm just super tired. But I'm super pumped up that I was able to win tonight. Definitely some redemption from last week. And, yeah, I'm just super excited.
Yeah, I had to ask Carson about this, man, but how was the battling out on the track? I know I seen you getting tight there with Carson a little bit and a couple other cars, you know, battling hard on the track. I mean, how was the battling out there?
It was really close the whole time. It was on the bottom. You had to just kind of manage how far up you're coming out of the corners, just to try to not hit the guy on your outside into the wall. And if you're on the outside, I never was like fully neck and neck with someone on the outside, but I think that would have been easier than being on the inside. But it was, the wheel spin was a big thing on the inside of the track. But I'm just really glad everyone raced me clean. Once again, that's why I love this league so much.
Yeah, definitely a lot of clean racing. There was some wrecks, man, but I mean, everybody tried to keep it off of each other. So I mean, everybody did a pretty good job, man. And like, congratulations on the win, and personal congratulations from me. You did an awesome job driving that car tonight. Kept it up front. But before we let you go for the night, man, are there any friends, families, or sponsors out there you want to thank?
Yeah, I would like to thank you for putting on the stream. And I also want to thank Food City, my good friend Corey LaJoy, Quality Heat and Air, King Sport Fitness, Zamp Racing, my grandma and grandpa Larson, Burns Setups, and also Storms Racing for the paint job.
Alrighty, man. Well, congratulations on the win tonight, man. And hopefully we can be back up in the booth together again next week.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem, man. You have yourself a good night.
You too.
Alrighty, that is it for tonight. That's all the racing we got for the night. For anybody wondering, super late models, 125 laps, 5 flags. I mean, that was definitely something to watch. Not as close to finish as it was last week or on Monday. Monday, I mean, Carson won by 0.01 seconds. I mean, it doesn't get closer than that. They were neck and neck coming to the line. Almost couldn't call it. Luckily, SDK come through and called it for me, so we were able to see it right there at the finish. Huge shout out, Burns Performance once again. Burns, if you're watching, you did an awesome job once again. Those guys love the setups. You could hear them talking about it. They little tight is what Carson said, but I mean, I will say he did manage, for that being a tight setup. He did a pretty good job. So definitely those drivers happy once again there, Burns. a huge shout out to you. I've been driving your setups here in the officials, man. Have to say, pretty happy with how they've turned out. Sadly, I don't get to be out there on the track to try them out. But yeah, huge shout out to you. Also, Dalton Creech, man. I know you're watching. You watch every stream. Obviously, this is your league. Huge shout out to you, man. You do an amazing job hosting this league. You got all the right guys, all the right pieces put together for some really clean racing, some really nice racing. The race controls doing an awesome job. So huge shout out to Dalton Creech. If you're interested in joining, hit him up. He does an awesome job managing all this stuff. DC Designs, he's the sponsor for the Super Late Model Series. Burns Performance being the sponsor for the Late Model Stock Series. So yeah, shout out to DC Designs. If you need a paint, hit them up, or hit Dalton Creech up. He owns DC Designs. He does an amazing job every paint. You've seen a few of them out there on the track. Especially his own paint job, the Tiger Stripe car, very infamous car that we've seen on the stream quite a few times. That beautiful orange and black Tiger Stripe flat metallic car. But yeah, shout out to any of you drivers watching, any of you fans that are watching, anybody even not non-drivers, anybody that's watching. I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. Anybody that is watching. I really appreciate it. I see the viewer count going up every week, and it grows higher. I have to say, I thank you guys a whole lot. Anybody that is watching, make sure you do subscribe. Helps me out and helps you out keeping up with the streams when we go live, when we're doing the streams. For this, it's going to be every Monday and Wednesday. So make sure you subscribe so you can keep up with it. Also, like the video, helps me out a ton. Helps me keep putting these streams on week in and week out. And putting the product out there that I can. And yeah, you gotta thank everybody that has helped me out here on Team 9 Racing TV, getting everything started. But I think that's gonna be it for the night. This has been another stream from Team 9 Racing TV over here with the big dogs over here in the ASRL All-Star Racing League. And I think that's gonna be it. And I will catch you guys in the next stream. Peace out.